As part of We the People, celebrating 250 years, here's This Day in History.
Let's keep the party going.
Happy birthday.
Celebrated 250 on Saturday, but it's the birthday month.
Right.
Right? We're going to keep it going.
The birthday year.
Yeah, there you go. We the People. It's our series celebrating people, places, and things of the past that have shaped our country into what it is today. What do we got today, Charlie?
On this day, July 6th, back in 1933, Major League Baseball held their first All-Star game in history. It was at Comiskey Park in Chicago. The event has become a staple for the league and is held in the middle of summer each year. The first All-Star game was designed to bring more attention to the game of baseball after attendance had been falling during the Great Depression. Chicago sports editor Arch Ward was the mind behind the event, which would happen at the same time as the World's Fair in the city. The game was originally advertised as a one-time spectacle. The best players from the American and National Leagues would be put up against each other, with fans able to vote on who was selected. The game caught steam, attracting over 47,000 people to the stadium. Dollar signs went into their eyes, and they watched the American League win 4-2 in a thrilling match. The All-Star game has since been held every year except for 1945 and 2020. You can guess why: World War II and COVID.
Yeah.
Milwaukee has hosted the game 3 times, 1955 and 1975, and most recently in 2002 at what is now American Family Field. That's this day in history for July 6th. And of course, in recent history, the game has taken on a little more meaning as the winner of that game, that league gets to have home field advantage
for the World
during
Series.
the World Series. Yeah.
All-Star, the concept of having an All-Star game is uniquely American too. I don't think other leagues in other parts of the world do this kind of thing. So, you know, the NBA does it, MLB does it, we have the Pro Bowl for the NFL. But it's kind of cool, though, to see the game's biggest stars playing together on the same team.
Yeah, and I think baseball's actually probably has more meaning than the rest of them. I would say football's is way down here. A lot of people skipping it.
Yep. Don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't blame them.
And basketball's more for entertainment, I think.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Charlie.